Thank you for choosing Turn. It's important that you stay safe while enjoying your new bike. So please follow me over the next few minutes as I walk you through the owner briefing and explain how to use and maintain your new bike. First, let's take a look at the two main joints. There's one on the frame and one on the handle post. To open the frame joint, simply slide the security knob forward like this and pull the lever. To close the frame joint, simply push the lever toward the bike. The security knob will lock automatically, so no need to touch it. The exact same steps apply to the handle post joint. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about quick releases. There's a quick release here that controls the height of your seat post. There's a quick release here that controls the height and position of your handlebars. And then two quick releases here and here that allow you to quickly remove your wheels. They all open with a simple pull of the quick release lever and close just as easily like this. To make it easier or harder to open and close the quick release lever, simply open it like this and adjust the acorn. So, there are 2 points to keep in mind when adjusting your seat post height. Maximum insertion point is indicated here, and the minimum insertion point, which is engraved on the seat post. It's a little bit harder to see, but it will always be there. Now, for safety reasons, make sure that you always stay between these 2 points when adjusting your seat post height. Be sure to check that the levers on your folded joints and quick releases are stiff but not too stiff. When they're properly adjusted, you should be able to close them with the palm of your hand and open them with 2 to 3 fingers. If your folded joints and quick releases are improperly closed or adjusted, there's a significant risk of injury. So please be sure to check them out before you ride. Folding and unfolding a turn bike is easy, but it can take a bit of practice to commit it to memory. That's why we created this video. Watch it a couple of times before you go out into the real world. First step is to rotate the crank arms so that the left arm is pointing toward the ground. Bear in mind this is actually reversed on the turn swoop, so if you have that bike, consult the folding instructions manual for further clarification. Next, fold or remove your pedals depending on your bike. Then, you're going to want to open the lever on your seat post quick release and drop the saddle all the way down. Then close the lever again. Now we'll open the frame joint. Simply slide the security knob forward with your thumb and then pull the lever with 3 fingers. Next, grab the handlebar with your right hand and pull it backward so that the front wheel connects with the rear wheel. Make sure that the magnetics plates connect together because they'll ensure that your bike stays folded. If your bike has an andro stem, simply open both stem levers, angle the stem up so that it is in line with the handle post, and twist the brake levers so they point upward. Then just close the stem. If your bike has a Physis quick release lever like this, what you're going to do is open the lever and rotate your handlebars so that the brake levers face upward. If your bike has a VRO stem, you generally won't adjust it when folding. However, if you need a smaller folded package, use a 5mm Allen key and loosen the stem. Once the stem is loosened, you can angle it up so it's in line with the handle post, and then tighten it again. Next, you want to open the handle post. So just slide the security knob forward, open the lever, and then fold down the handle post. Finally, use the handle post strap to secure the handle post. To unfold the bike, unhook the handle post strap and tuck it away. Next, fold up the handle post and close the lever with the palm of your hand. The security knob will automatically engage, so you don't need to touch it. Next, open both stem levers and reposition the stem to your desired position. Then close them with the palm of your hand. Next, disengage your magnetics by giving a little twist to the handlebars and then unfold your frame. Close the frame lever with the palm of your hand. And note, the security knob will automatically lock into place. Next, open the seat post quick release lever and bring the saddle up to your desired height. Then, close the quick release lever again. Finally, unfold or reinsert your pedals depending on your bike model. So there are a few things you need to check on your bike before each ride. To help you remember them all, we suggest you use this mnemonic device. A, B, C, Q, D. A is for air. Check your tire pressure. Use your thumb to press down on the tire. It should feel nice and firm, but be sure not to overinflate it. B stands for brakes and bars. To inspect your brakes, just squeeze the levers and make sure that your bike stops. And by bars, we mean the handlebar, the handle post, and the stem. Just inspect everything carefully to make sure that it's nice and tight, that everything is undamaged, and you should be good to go. C stands for chain and cables. Grab one of your pedals and rotate it backwards to run your chain through the gears. Next, inspect the cables to make sure that they're untangled and undamaged. Q stands for quick release. Make sure that the two main folding joints and all of the quick releases on your bike are properly closed. Here, 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 and here. D stands for drop test. Simply lift your bike a few inches off the ground and drop it. If anything shakes or rattles, just inspect and adjust that area. Also be sure before you ride to make sure there are no cracks developing on the frame joint. Now let's talk about braking. The rear brake lever is mounted on your left handlebar grip, and the front brake lever is mounted on the right. For certain countries, it could be the other way around, so please double check with your dealer or try before you ride. Now squeeze both the front and the rear brake evenly to slow down or stop. Next, let's look at how to use your gears so that you can control your speed and pedaling resistance. This indicator shows you whether you're in a low gear or a high gear. To start off, you want to use a low gear around a 4 or maybe even a 5. Remember to only switch gears while you're pedaling. To switch gears, just turn the grip shift until you reach the desired gear. Or press the lever if you have a trigger shift. Just like a car, your bike needs regular maintenance to stay safe and reliable. Your bike is made up of lots of different moving parts. Since they're rubbing against each other, they need to be lubricated. Your chain is probably the first object on the bike that needs a little bit of maintenance lubrication, especially if you hear it squeaking or if you've been riding in the rain. So if your bike needs to be lubricated, just take it over to your local turn dealer and they can recommend something for you to put on your chain. After you apply it, make sure to wipe off all of the excess grease so it's relatively clean and you don't get any markings on your legs during a commute. There are several parts of your bike that will wear out over time. These include the rims, the brake pads, and the tires. Your rims and your brake pads have wear lines. When you can no longer see these, visit your turn dealer and have them replaced. When your tire's tread starts to wear out, or when the sidewalls of the tire start to crack, it's also time to have those replaced. We also recommend that you periodically check that your wheels are true, or in other words, straight. To check them, lift your front wheel and spin. Check for any excessive side-to-side motion and check that the rim is not rubbing against the brake pad. Also, check your spokes to make sure that nothing is broken or loose. If you find anything warped or damaged with your wheels, just bring your bike into your local turn dealer and they'll help sort you out. Regular maintenance is key to the enjoyment and longevity of your new turn bicycle. If you're a weekend or light rider, try to take your bike into your dealer every quarter. Whereas if you're a daily rider, aim to bring your bike into your local dealer once a month. Regardless of how much you ride, aim to bring your bike into a dealer within a month after initially purchasing it. Cables and brakes take a little bit of time to settle, so you'll enjoy your bike the most if it's tuned up after a month of riding. That about covers it. Remember, there's plenty of information available in your user's manual, or else online at turnbicycles.com under tips and tricks. Finally, if you ever have any questions, your dealer is available to answer them. Thanks again for choosing Turn.